Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the 9th day of Chanmas. I am super excited for today, super excited to be kicking off this vlog. It's already been a day so far. It is 2 p.m. I've done some stuff, I'm about to do some more stuff, and I wanted to just update you on that. Also how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, because I feel like the last vlog that I did, my spirits were not quite as high as they are today. I'm doing much better, and I really just need to continue to realize that my cycle is really tied to my moods. Wow, what a shocker, what a game changer, what a revelation. I literally discover this every time my cycle rolls around, but here we are, in a better mood. I think a big part of that, honestly, is the weather today. It is a high of 80 degrees and it is sunny for the first time in like 2 or 3 weeks. That is what I want to touch on first. My mental health has been kind of all over the place. I think it's been a combination of things. I've been sick. Weather has been horrible, so I can't get outside. I also can't see the beautiful sunshine, and I have not been exercising because, again, I've been sick and the weather's been bad. And that combination of things has led to me basically just like chilling in bed all day, not being as productive as I want to, not being like the kind of person that I'd like to be. And I think that's had an impact on the old noggin. I did have some good revelations though, I will say, in my time of menstruation, semi-depression, not really sure. But I had some nice moments to kind of sit with this idea of going on a no-buy and kind of coming to this revelation, I guess, on what I want my life to look like going forward outside of my no-buy. A big part of that is like being a bitch who does things. So today I've done things, and I'm kind of proud of that. First off, I went to Pilates. Was it ill-advised? No. I'm feeling great. I'm not sick anymore. However, I didn't eat a high protein breakfast. I did eat some sugar for breakfast, and midway through my class, I really felt like I was going to be sick, which does happen to me if I eat sugar and no protein in the morning. So that's on me, right? But I did end up leaving my Pilates class early, which I've never done before and hope to never do again. But I was able to rally and go to Costco, which I am proud of because I needed protein shakes, which again probably would have prevented the nausea I was experiencing this morning. Did that, and while I was there, putting my little Premier protein shakes into the back of Hayden's really dirty car. My hands were like covered in filth. A nice man came up and was like, "Hey, do you want me to take your cart?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he called me beautiful. So that was a win. I'll take that. That'll balance out the way that I was feeling this morning. So I got that done, which was really nice. I'm sitting down here to do some editing, sitting down to do some stuff, and I think that that's going to help. One of the things, again, on my little mental health and or epiphany journey was really trying to hold myself accountable with the fact that I just have not been as productive as I want to be this month. You know what? I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace, a little bit of slack in that I have, posted every single day. I'm like proud of that, but I have not been as on top of my reading as I want to for some of my planned content. I've decided I'm treating my main channel like a 9 to 5. I kind of always have, but I'm straight up sticking to 9 to 5 hours for that, and we're not doing anything after 5, right? If it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. We're gonna have a life after 5 p.m. That's why I'm sitting down and doing some editing, and I'm also going to do some reading in a second for my Goodreads choice word video. This has been very all over the place already. My brain's kind of moving a mile a minute, but I'm feeling so much better. I'm feeling so much better with this delightful, delicious sunshine and slightly warmer weather. So feeling good. Anything else I'm doing today? Oh, I am going to plan some meals. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the grocery store today, but I desperately need to plan some dinners because again, a part of that no-buy was talking to Hayden about like what we want to do going forward with our groceries versus eating out, etc. And I think we want to really drastically cut down on the amount that we're eating out. I don't think that's going to happen today. I think we're gonna have to go get something, but maybe while we're out we can get groceries, or at the very least I can like go tomorrow morning and get groceries. We can have dinner together tomorrow, something like that. So I need to plan my meals, and maybe I'll share with you what I end up picking. Unfortunately, I think Binky wants to join, and I think that he is going to be a general nuisance, as he always is. He's just a little guy. He was grooming my Ugg boots a second ago, which was so generous and so sweet of him. He really wants to get up on my desk and like mess with everything. And that's just simply not going to happen. But I think what I'm going to do is go. I think I'm going to edit some videos, and I will come back when I have some things to say. Or I'm going to Hayden's home. I'm not really sure which. Okay, wait. I actually just remembered something. Not even just remembered. I was chatting with 2 wonderful, amazing friends about this topic. I posted something on Threads, and it just got me thinking about this like greater thing that has been bugging me. And not only have I like thought about how this has been bugging me, but I've also seen it in my reading. So let me try to break it down for you. I posted a thread that said something to the effect of, I understand that smutty novels have existed forever. I've observed that it seems like the amount of smutty scenes per book has really exploded in the past couple of years. Binky always just has to provide his opinions, and he agrees with me. In response, people were completely ignoring what I was saying, reading things into it that I wasn't saying, and basically saying I'm stupid for observing this, and smut has existed forever, and sex scenes in books have always existed, and I wasn't trying to argue that they haven't, right? I was trying to argue that, especially in indie romance, I've just noticed that the amount of sex scenes in books has just gotten to be a lot, right? And I've been reading indie romance since, I want to say like 2015, 2016, so definitely not super long, but I guess almost a decade at this point. And I've just noticed that like we used to have books that were about as smutty as like like Colleen Hoover, I would say, right? There was a lot of focus on these like deeply, richly emotional stories. And I wasn't always like super into that. I wasn't always like wanting really emotional stories. Sometimes I wanted something a little smuttier, but I wasn't unhappy with like the character development I was seeing in romances. And fast forward to 2024, I feel like we have gone in like the complete opposite direction. I'm having a really hard time finding these like deeply, richly emotional stories. And it seems like maybe because of the internet, maybe because of how authors are having to market nowadays, I'm seeing a lot of people having scenes in books that are, you know, I don't even want to say kinky. I think that like the level of kink is like I'm not upset at the level of like raunchiness necessarily, but I have kind of noticed that things have been getting a little bit raunchier, a little bit less about the connection, because that's easier to market on TikTok or Instagram or wherever you're trying to market your book, right? Like if you can share something that seems like something I haven't read before, people get excited, right? If you're like, I spit in his mouth and he spit it back into my mouth, like stuff like that, people are like, oh, I haven't read that before, I gotta pick this book up. And I think that we're kind of losing the plot a little bit. Like I think actually we're losing the plot. Like we're losing the romance plots in some of these romances. When I look at my reading this year compared to last year, the amount of indies I read this year was like negligible, which is, I hate that. Like I love romance, clearly. Maybe it's not clear, I'm not sure. Like obviously I'm a critical reader, but I love romance. It is my genre for a reason. It makes me sad to see, or sad that I can't find, I guess, what I'm wanting, right? And I know that they're out there. I know I need to look a little harder. It didn't always used to be like this. Like I used to be able to very easily pick up a book and there'd be a couple of sex scenes, right? I want to pick up a book. I want the romance to be so intoxicating, so I'm giggling, kicking my feet, that whenever the sex comes, I'm like, oh my God, I'm hyped for this. And what's included in that scene doesn't really matter, honestly, because it'll be hot simply because the character development and the character work was put in, right? I don't need there to be 7 different scenes with every possible sexual scenario carried out, right? And again, I am not a prude. I just am so done. I'm so done with it. And it is kind of annoying, I guess, being like willfully misunderstood on the internet, but people have the right to their own opinions. I'm not really that mad. It's just like, when are we gonna have a reversal? Please, like, please, I want some romance. And I think that's why I've been reading so much trad published stuff. A lot of authors were observing, and a lot of the authors who were replying to me, traditionally published, and they were saying, actually, like, romance has gotten less smutty, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I think what's happened is that traditionally published romance has gotten less smutty, more sanitized, cartoon covers, and so indie romance has responded by going as far in the opposite direction as they can. And I think we could all come to like a delightful middle ground, right? I don't know. And obviously, I think that like those really smutty books should exist for the people that like them and for the people who want to write them. But I question these authors and like if this is really what they want to be writing, or are they just writing these things because that is what sells right now? I don't know. Just food for thought, just something I've been thinking about. Let me know if this is something that like you've thought about, if you're a romance reader. I know a lot of y'all are, and I know a lot of y'all agree with me. Maybe not all of you, and that's fine. But like I know a lot of you do agree with me. It was interesting seeing the dichotomy of the replies from authors specifically saying I was wrong, stupid, too young to understand anything. And obviously I only get my book recommendations from TikTok. I'm not on Book Talk, but okay. Or likes and replies from readers who are agreeing with me and saying like, yeah, it's frustrating. Like I can't find the things that I used to enjoy in romance. So I don't know. I feel like it's a complex issue. I want to see more people talking about it. And I think that these kinds of conversations are like good and healthy. And I feel like my dear friend, Crystal, talks about this often on like her channel and on Instagram. And I love that. Like I love seeing her thoughts and feelings on this stuff. So maybe I need to engage in more of these conversations and stuff as well. Because it is important to me, obviously, as like someone who reads in the genre. So anyway, I'm seeing Binky eyeing my desk chair, so I'm gonna go keep editing, but I had to get this out there because it was just on my mind and on my heart. I hate that. Fit check. My beautiful outfit of the day is my leggings and my tank top and this sweatshirt that I like can't stop wearing. Hayden wants to give you his outfit of the day.
Do I?
Yeah.
I didn't say shit about that.
Well, I said it for you. You're welcome. Abercrombie pants and a shirt from, I don't know, I think it's from his brother. And then...
No. You got me these. You got me this one and a brown one.
No, I didn't. This is from Target. This is from your brother.
Really?
Yes.
Well.
And then showed them your shoes. Asics, I think. We got these last year. Around this time, I believe. God damn, I'm covered in cat hair.
You are, yeah.
I might need a lint roll before we go. We're getting pizza!
I'm trying not to get pizza on this shirt.
I'm very excited about it. I did also look in Crumble Dust cookies. That sound good. So, let y'all know what those are. How I'm gonna do that, I don't know, because I'm not sure if this camera is going to be efficient in the dark night. But that's okay. That's all right. I've been studiously, attentively listening to Eyes and Weddings by Kevin Kwan, the Goodreads video that I'm doing. Oh no. Oh no! I don't want to be the kind of person that like is constantly complaining about feeling bad. I'm always feeling bad and I don't know what the fuck is happening to me. We had pizza, we had ice cream. That's not why I'm feeling bad. I've just been feeling nauseous all freaking day and I don't know what's happening. It's like how I felt when I was, pregnant. That's definitely not the case. So I don't know. I guess shit just happens. You can't really predict when you're gonna feel bad, but this is where I'm gonna leave you, my friends. Sorry this was a little shorty vlog, but I still feel like we spent some valuable time together, maybe? The next vlog you're gonna see from me is gonna be, I was gonna say more exciting. I'm gonna make it more exciting for the both of us, right? Me and you. But yeah, thanks for watching. Love y'all. See you in the next one.